A good neighbor to nearby downtown Phoenix. We're at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale, Arizona. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Young working from the gun. His first throw is an interception. And he takes this one back for the pick six. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Brings in the kick at the 9. And look at this return. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Young on the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down from the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Right on the doorstep now. Here's 1st and goal from inside the 1. Play action now. Young. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Max Melton with the INT.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Taken in by Tip Ryman. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. It's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
From the 28. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Throwing off the play fake here. Flushed out of the pocket. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Panthers football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the pistol, it's Young. That's Jonathan Mingo, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Out of the gun, Young. He rolls to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. Gosh, this is Xavier Leggett. And he'll head out of bounds at the opponent's 35. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. From the gun, again to Brooks. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special, right? That entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, I mean, you appreciate great safety play like that. I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. Wide open downfield. Got it. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts at the 3. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Buying some time right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, captain fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's going to be okay. That's caught at the 4! And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout called on the field, so we've got a player shaken up, and at the worst time, too. They just wanted to keep everyone healthy entering the playoffs next week. Brooks. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on first down. More to come.
Back to throw. Here's Young. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Here is Brooks. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Panthers take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. So before they can... Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And off to Benson to start the drive. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Setting up to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals tie things up at 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Brooks. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And he found some running room for a nice gain. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. First throw for the backup now. That's complete till he gets. Juke the defender. Down the left sideline he goes. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return coming from the 6. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Throw is there. Trey McBride breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it yet again. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Panthers take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. Still going inside the 35. To the house, touchdown Carolina. The Panthers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Panthers double their lead to 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 24. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. They're going for this. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You get a pick 6, you get a pick 6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick 6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air here on 2nd and 10. And they pick him off again. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success. Those
poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Has it at the 7. And he drives this forward to the 6. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Young on 3rd and goal. And it's cut in the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers parlay the interception into points. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Panthers grow their lead yet again.
Cardinals 14.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at Glendale. The Cardinals looking down a very long field. Play action on 1st down. Nothing there left side is complete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Pass is hauled in by the running back. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. They'll run. It's Benson. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And they make the tackle. I'm not sure that was an advisable gamble in this spot, Brock, as they turn it over on downs. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Buys time, rolling right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's able to drop. 29 before the stop. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Second and 3 now. Play action now, Young. Complete out to the right side. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out at the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They put a receiver in motion here left. Young working from the gun. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
Well, that was all about the eyes. You've got to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender and make sure you know where that throw is going. And when it does, you got to react and knock it away. That is well done.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
So with only a single second remaining, they're going to try a field goal. A very short kick here from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Hayward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They give up the gut to Benson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 37. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And they hit him right after he made that catch. That's going to deny him the first. It's 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They kick the running back in motion. Here's the snap on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That'll be a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock, and it keeps this drive moving. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Third and long for him here. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's not going to do a ton against what is now a 28-point gap. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hand off here for Brooks. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds Sanders. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
And the Panthers first down.
Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Panthers push their lead further to start the half. Patterson able to connect on the point after. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return.
At their own 18-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Forced out to his right. McBride hauls it in. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception, and that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. They are throwing it again. Benson's got it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I...
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it again. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Offense in the hurry up here. Another try following the sack. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Panthers are going to take over deep in their own territory. To the air on 1st down, Young. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Young on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Motioning the tight end now. On 3rd down, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And thankfully, he hasn't been needed until the final quarter. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Benson. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the 29. And they pick him off again. And the Panthers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just...
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Panthers are running them out of the building. Xavier Leggett with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers tack on 7 more to their lead. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The give now to Benson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. 2nd and 3 now. Benson once more. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Turning to Benson on 3rd. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Staying on the ground with Benson. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Option play they give to Benson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So it's the Panthers who take this one up.
You talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step in the middle. When I do a little dance, till it turns daylight. So jump, in a moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? Let's do something else with that. That's what she said.